happening? Welcome back to the Past Alive. Thank you all for tuning in tonight. I have a special Christmas theme video, the first one yet this year, and the first of oh so many more to come, to deck your halls and get into the holiday spirit. We are heading back to the 90s to rip open this dusty old baseball card stocking full of junk wax goodness, like some 88 yearbook stickers, 88 Donruss pop-ups, and looks like there's some 89 Bowman in there. All kinds of randomness. This has been sitting in my storage room for, I don't know, 4 or 5 years. An ex-girlfriend had bought this for me for Christmas, and I always said, you know, eventually I'll do a video out of that. Well, eventually is tonight. We are ripping into this to kick off the holiday season and see what we can find in here. I remember seeing these at like Kmart and department stores back in the 90s, and I thought they were awesome because you got a bunch of different variety. They were pretty cheap, and I could pretty much usually talk my parents into picking these up. But you see special Christmas selections, over 100 items. I'm guessing that means 100 cards. No two assortments are the same out-of-print cards. I saw some 90 Fleer in here too, so I'm guessing these are from the early 90s, I'm going to say. So let us waste no more time and swashbuckle our way into this relic of baseball card history. Obviously, you're not going to find anything too crazy in here, but for me, it's about the memories. We got a bunch of what we used to call little cards. We used to love those as we were kids. In 2025, I don't really have the same outlook on them, and a whole bunch of random bent corner 89 Bowman cards. Maybe there's a Griffey in there. Highly unlikely, but supposedly 100 cards, I guess, in here. 88 Donruss, and it's kind of cool. 25 collector cards with Gary Thurman on top and Will Clark on the other side. These are well warped, worn to time overall. I guess we'll go through the singles and we'll open some of these packs, relive some memories, start this season off right. I have other things to open as well that will be coming up. Been kind of behind as far as the holiday spirit goes. But some 89 Bowmans to start things off. Gary Reedus. Back in the early 90s, I've been stoked on this pack, though. Glenn Wilson, Tom Lawless. I'm sure they're going to give you nothing but commons, but it's more of a novelty item. You can usually go on eBay and buy these for $20. We got some 90 Fleer. So this had to come out around 1990, probably 91, somewhere in there. Ron Kittle, Mike Jackson, or Scott Geraltz. Not the 86 Donruss Laser Eye, though. Scott Bradley, be sweet if there's a Dave Martinez yellow number 90 Air in here. Pretty valuable card. Checklist card, Eric Plonk. And so these are like yak packs. Why do companies do this? Pete Incaviglia, Cecilio, and there they are again. Darrell Evans, the same exact thing. Yak packs in 3 bros all over again. Didn't expect to see that in here. These pop-up cards, you usually get these boxes for like next to nothing these days. Cool novelty for kids back then. Not a huge fan of these nowadays. But puzzle of Musial that year. Got an Eric Davis pop-up though. Pretty sweet. And some 88s. Raines, Morris, Harold Reynolds. Back-to-back Davis and Dave Winfield. So, you don't see those all too often. Opened, I should say. Lots of 88 Donruss, more than you can shake a freaking stick at. I guess we'll try to somehow paw my way into this pack. Well, kind of already did this a solid. It's already partially opened. Is this a sticker or just a little insert? That's kind of neat. See, I'd have a hard time throwing something like that away. For whatever reason, probably when my house is full of all kinds of random junk. So let's see if we can find like an Alomar rookie in here. What the hell? It's happening again. Floyd Bannister. Floyd Bannister. Oh, that's great. So this is obviously a repack. Melito Perez for Jonathan H., who probably won't watch this video, but they couldn't even throw us a little bone here and give us just a semi-star or something and some random. I guess they gave us Will Clark, but it looks like somebody literally hawked a loogie on the side of that card or drooled all over it. Probably why they put it in the pack. And Chris Gwynn, Pat Sheridan, and Jason Grimsley. The freakishly long Android arm. His 92 upper deck. demonstrates. $88 pack. So, going to be a quick rip, but again, this has been sitting in the storage room for a long time, and I dusted it off and said, you know what? It's freaking time that we dive into this. There's that Will Clark again. Thankfully, there's not saliva all over the side of it. But maybe we'll actually get something decent in here. You got a Canseco, an early Canseco card. Jerry Don Gleaton, looking real salty in that photo. Steve Sachs and Jay Beaner rookie shows up at one point in time. That was a pretty decent card to have. Todd Benzinger, Henderson. Good pack, though. Gant rookie, same thing with that. Hot card back then. Candy Audi. Joey Meyer might have screwed us out of a Roberto Alomar. Bud Black ends the pack. So we came in hot on that one. And we end it with these leaders cards. You could pack search back then, so we loved it. Sit there and look for Pirates cards, Bonds, Van Slyke and such. And we have some gum in here, too. I forgot these packs had gum in them. The gum looks pretty fresh. I'll spare you guys from chomping on that during the video. I'll save that for dessert for a little later. Dan Plesac. I haven't opened a pack of these in a very long time. These are from 1988. They're double-sided. Terry Kennedy. This is a strawberry. Reigns and Hubie Brooks. Boggs on the back of that one side. Like I said, you can buy boxes of these for really hardly anything these days. Winfield mean mugging on one side with Harold Baines on the back. There's Schmidt. And Valenzuela just got denied into Cooperstown. 2 packs left in this oh-so-goodness of junk wax rip. The gum is just all smashed to pieces. This thing's probably tossed around, and I'm guessing it probably got warped just from being in a box with something heavy crushing them. There's Keith Hernandez, Alan Trammell, Ozzie Virgil is going to end that pack, and only one more pack remains. I thought there would be at least another pack in there that I just didn't see that went under the radar. They could have given us an 89 Bowman pack, but that would be that would be too generous of them. Can't do that. Jack Clark on one side. Looks like we got Juan Samuel, Lee Smith, Gaetti, Jesse Barfield. There's Spanky LaValliere, Guidry, Lawless, Saberhagen, and look at that. Bobby Bowe and Gary Gaetti. Bobby Bowe looking like he is about to cry. Taking the place of Steve Sachs on that one, but there you have it. An old stocking throwback. Again, you could probably, I think there's some of these listed on eBay right now, and I don't think they're very expensive. So if you want to rip those or maybe get them for your kids as a stocking stuffer, a stocking inside of a stocking, then it definitely make for a fun rip for kids, and maybe even if you do TTM. So hopefully you enjoyed that video, and hopefully you'll join me for some upcoming Christmas rips. I showed these, but a bunch of repacks. I'm sure these are going to be absolute trash from Treat from the 90s. We'll open those at some point soon. We'll open some modern, and I have some other Christmas things up my sleeve too. So stick around for that. Hopefully you'll be doing an auction tomorrow night around 8:30. Keep an eye out for that as well. You guys freaking rule. Hopefully I will see you back tomorrow night.